got the radiator in just now. I'm gonna open it up, make sure it's not damaged. It came all the way from Europe, and we're gonna open it up, see what it looks like. So it actually came all the way from Finland. That's where the Valtra factory is. And it's not the right one. That sucks. Just kidding, it's the right one, it's upside down. So this one looks like it's a little bit different design. I can see the other one's brass. This one is, looks like aluminum. So yeah, here it is, the radiator for the Valtra. Ended up cost us like $2,000 to get this thing. Pretty simple design. I couldn't find one anywhere, couldn't get anybody to make them. We tried getting that other one patched because there was a tank seam here and it was just leaking all across here. We had it patched a couple times and it just wouldn't hold, so we had to just break down and order one factory. Thought I had one found on eBay, but they ended up couldn't ship it because of the coronavirus bull crap. But anyway, we ended up and got this one, so we're gonna finally get this problem fixed, hopefully. And Dad's still down there brush hogging, so I'm gonna get this thing ready and get all the hoses and the thermostat that I got new to replace it and get it all ready to go in. So anyway, stay tuned. So we got that new radiator coming in today, and I'm going to go ahead and run some Thermocure rust remover through this just to make sure we got all the rust out, because this thing's been leaking so much. We've just been running pretty much straight distilled water through it and a water hose every now and then because it's been leaking so bad this summer. So I'm going to go ahead and run some of this stuff through here, drive it for about 3 or 4 hours with all the old radiator and hoses and everything on it, and then we're gonna drain it and start removing it. Before we put that in there, I gotta drain all the old coolant out of it, so I'm just gonna undo these hoses and do the engine block, which is right here. Get all the water drained out of here and refill it with just plain water, and we'll be good to go for this procedure. Now we got everything out of here. We got the belts off. I got all this cleaned up, everything washed out from where that sticky antifreeze was sucking through the radiator, getting all over this and getting dirt and everything. Got all that cleaned up. So now I got the system completely flushed, everything back flushed, all the water and coolant out of it, and everything down in there is clean. That rust remover did pretty good. I don't know if you can see in there, but got most all the rust out. I got 2 new hoses. Got all these new belts, new thermostat. I'm gonna work on putting these belts on, and then we'll start proceeding with the radiator stuff. Alright, I got all the new belts on. Got all the alternator bolts and everything back in. Got them all tight. Got the new thermostat down in there. Put on the new gasket. So now we're ready to put in this radiator. So we got the new radiator in here last night. It worked till dark. Now all we got to do is tighten up some hoses, put a few hose clamps on, put a few miscellaneous bolts and screws on, then get the hood mounted back on here, and then we'll be done. And we'll be ready to fill it up with some coolant and see how it does. So we got everything buttoned up on here. Got all the hoses, all the brackets put back on, got the hood put back on. Cleaned the air filter, cleaned all this condenser screen, the oil cooler. So I think everything's good. We got it filled up with coolant, and now we're going to start it up and let it run and see what it does.